Hello and welcome to the ANZ Combined Racing League Daytona 24-hour. So we are getting ready here for session 2 tonight, which will be going into the dark here. I'll be your host, Dark Racing 40, and our other host, Woody Lizard, will be joining us very, very shortly. And as we just wait down the clock to run down for this qualifying session that sets the grid. So now as we just wait for the session to finish here. Alright, so we have 45 seconds before we get underway here for session number 2 tonight. So, with this session with the new fuel rules, the guys will need to start the race with their allocated fuel. So we'll be going through their fuel loads at the very start here. Now just wait for the session to end here. So, Sumo will be starting the race here, Usato in second for the LMP2, Rear being 3, Dado will be in 4, and Nürburgring will be in 5. Gear 3 game, even with his group placement, will be starting the race in first. Tim Knack will be starting in second, J-Rod B will be in third, Ski will be 4th for GT, and Commander Sirius, whose teammate disconnected at the end, will be starting last with only a 30-second gap behind him. So now we're just waiting for, as Woody tells the people their rules, their fuel gaps, so he might stay with them for their formation lap. So here we go. So fuel loads will begin set into the cars. People have their pit stop strategies set. So we'll be going into the night in this session. So at the start of this session, the leaders, which will be Simo and Gear 3 Gaming, will go at the start. Everyone else will drop down to the left-hand side. and they will maintain 60 kilometres as they trundle around the left-hand side of the track. And when their time gap has come up, they will get underway. So the professional formula that we run is to keep everyone in the race, even though they've had an issue like Jetto, who disconnected with 2 minutes remaining in the last session. His car's still in the hunt, but he will be starting 30 seconds after the green flag has been waved for this session. And here's the man going to be joining me in the comment box, Woody Lizard. He just needs his tick of approval.
Welcome. Okay, so welcome to session 2 of ANZCRL's Daytona 24 hours. We'll actually be seeing the cars run from 5 p.m. in the afternoon all the way to 3 a.m. into the morning.
And that's it. So audio's good. We're all good. Cars are good.
Yep. So
see a gear made a small mistake on the qualifying, got himself a grid race penalty.
What he's going to do, obviously, is he's going to line up side by side to Tim and Jack, and so then he can actually release right at the go. So, all the people watching, we've got our time compression formula in, ready for this session. So, we're going to have Simo Racing put on the pit limiter as he comes through the NASCAR turns 3 and 4. Banking 4.
Yep, turn 4.
And everyone else will have their pit limiter on. And at the green, both Simo Racing and Gear 3 Gaming will release the pit limiter and they'll start their race. And then 8 seconds into the race, we're going to have everyone else will have their pit limiter on. In 8 seconds into the race, we're going to have 2 more GTs released, which will be Tim and Jack. Tim and Jack in the 92 Porsche, and then we're going to have J Rudd B in the Ford release. In 18 seconds, we'll have the man here, Sato, release.
The man who was flying in session 1.
Yeah. 20 seconds, we're going to have Weary Knight release his pit limiter, and then also we're going to have Ski in the other Ford in the GTE down the back, release at the 20-second mark. Then we're going to have the unfortunate number 4 Corvette leave at 29 seconds, and then we'll have Dado in the final of the LMP2 cars to be released. Not Dado, Nürburgring, sorry. Released at 30 in the number 11 K-Max. So we'll have a look at Simo. We'll be probably about ready to take the green.
When he gets to the line.
Yeah. And you'll see the Porsche come screaming through as well. So take them off Darky.
And away goes Simo. Simo's taking the green, and Gear 3 Games also taken off. So there's our respective leaders. Here we go.
This is going to be interesting to turn 1. They're going to have cold tyres, cold brakes after that formation.
That's it.
It looks.
Ford's got the punch out of the. And he's taken into second place now. Here comes one of the fastest men, Sato. And there is Weary Knight right behind him. So these 2 LMP2 cars are going to have to automatically deal with GT traffic straight away.
Yeah, and both these 2 cars, as we know, we got also fuel loads were saved from the end of the previous session. So Weary Knight and Sato both basically got full tanks, whereas Simo Racing and Dado Racer have got roughly just over half a tank, in same as Nürburgring. So we're going to see some fuel strategy play out.
That's it, with the new fuel formula that we're running here. It looks like Sato's already making a move on the GT cars. Let's see if he gets them both by the...
Ooh.
Oh no!
That's taken Sato. He didn't have much luck in the first session having an incident. all on his own. But this time, yeah, Tim and Jack come out right in the face of Sato. He won't be happy with that, Darky.
No, he won't be. So I was saying, will we see in the Sato making a pit stop right now to repair that damage? Because that front of the car will be quite damaged. Oh, he's getting all loose.
Oh,
Can
no. Oh, he's just right in front of Nürburger.
And
Might have done a little Nürburger when Sato spun in
and
front of
also
him.
Commander Sirius too.
Unbelievable. They've got out free. This is all about endurance racing and anything can happen. And we've just seen that Tim and Jack, he won't be on Saturday's Christmas card list, that's for sure.
No, that's it. So Tim will have some damage to the back of that car, so it's probably not going to handle the best, but he's got to keep running it. Time penalties are popping up left, right, and centre. Gear 3 Gaming's got one, Data's got one, Commander Series got one, Sato's in pit lane right now.
Yeah, that's all that they're all travelling close together, I believe. Oh, Dado trying to muscle
Data
through.
gets to the back of the Porsche again.
Tim and Jack, we might as well keep the whole camera on him all race. He's been in the thick of it already. And we're only 3 minutes in.
So Sato, the smart move for Sato will be now is fill the car up and then just... I would actually even potentially change tyres now, actually.
Well, they would have started with new tyres anyway. We couldn't enforce old tyres.
There we go.
So again, Tim and Jack almost not too aware of the other faster cars coming through in this endurance racing off the start.
So the Porsche trying to make a move down the inside here. He's sent it too fast. On around he goes.
Oh, and that's a big crunch. And that's after Devil X made a tremendous first session. That's not what the 92 Porsche wanted after they've got their leading Porsche out in front. We're looking here near Gear 3 Gaming with Weary Knight.
Sato's just come out of pit lane right now. So I won't be surprised if there's Sato right now. So the Gear's got to be careful here because Sato's going to pop out right next to him. So Sato is a lap down already on these guys now.
Yeah, that's a hard one to take from Sato as he's, I should just get on Sato. Actually, he's challenging here just to stay in front of Weary Knight.
Well, the smart thing for Weary would actually sit behind Sato and have Sato pull him around the track.
Yeah, that's a very wise word there. What I forgot to do actually too is to actually go through the fuel, but we can quickly go through. We know that they've had a few laps now, so 35 for Simo, so he looks like he was right. Weary could be filled up, so he'd be full there. Gear 3 Gaming was full. Dado had to be at 40 odd litres.
Yep.
J Rudd was around about 88, so that was pretty good. Nürburger had to be around 51, so that looks like he's almost dropped 10, so that looks good. Ski was full, I think, as well.
Yep.
79.
Right.
Sirius
was full, yeah.
Tim and Jack was on 51, so that looks
He
pretty
hasn't
good.
pitted actually, which I'm quite surprised. If that was me, I'd be pitting.
Well, we can see
That thing is going.
about what his top
not going to be
speed.
handled. He's struggling. He's trying to see his pit stop strategy now, I reckon. If he's not paying attention, he's going to have another accident.
Yeah, he's obviously not going to plan for Tim and Jack. But it's still a long race. They got the time compression. He needs to actually take this stop, as we know, Darky, and let the time compression bring them back to the field. And there's still another. You got to look at this. We're only into 6 minutes into this race. We've still got another 4 hours and 54 minutes to remaining of run time.
Yes, that's it. So the smart move now is get in the pit lane, get the car repaired, make it quick again. There's no point running around if you're not doing the speed.
Looks like he's coming in now, so he wants to make sure he hits that limiter.
Yeah, don't want to get... Oh, he's coming really fast. Got to get slowed down.
Oh,
just in time, locks it up.
Nice. We'll just see. We'll stay with him. I know we can look at these other bat. Well, actually, we'll look at Dado and Weary Knight. They're right up together at the moment.
That's it. And that paint scheme of that 51 looks magnificent at this time of night. It's got a good goldish hue to it now.
Yeah, it's a nice looking car.
So get rid of the speedo, Woody.
Yes.
We don't need to see that till the end. So it's Nissan v Honda here now.
Oh, is Weary went over a speed bump on my telecast there.
Yeah, that's it. That happens sometimes with this track. The cars look like they're jumping around. It's just a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, Dado's
Look
had a
at
good
Dado.
run.
He's whoa. Dado's that is flying. That Honda is not a slouch in a straight line. I'm wondering if Weary Knight got a slowdown and he was trying to get rid of it.
I'm thinking Weary might even have a few little like issues, maybe the cold tyre glitch. I'm not too sure because he's doing 37.3s and it was a lot faster than that on session 1. So
yeah, but it can take a bit of time to get used to it, to get the tyre pressures up and get the cut settled and running right.
Yeah, because Dado's not doing much faster than what, at that sort of moment at the moment, 36.8 that last lap. So we'll have to keep an eye on Weary.
That's it, and there's Sato just ahead now.
The Sato is ahead of these guys, so he stayed ahead of Weary Knight when he came out of the pits.
Yeah. Point in case if we look at what happened in Commander Series in or Jetto's Commander Series teammate Jetto, what happened in the previous session. He disconnected with 2 minutes remaining, which dropped him about 2 laps, I think it was, in the distance. But they start the race 30 seconds behind. So Sato being a lap down isn't the worst, but it's not the best, scenario either. So he can come back from this. If he can close the gap up now, he might only be like 20 seconds behind at the start of the next session, or even less.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's not the way to start, but it's definitely not going to really hurt you in the long scheme of things right now.
Now, the big mover here in the GTE class, as we were predicting anyway, was Commander Cirrus in the number 3 P51 Sim Sports GT car Corvette.
He's up to 3rd already.
Yeah, he started pretty much, I'm just looking here, 21 seconds behind, I think it was, roughly, from Rudd, and he's now only 5 seconds. So if that timing's correct.
Yellow Corvette, you can see the headlights shining on the track now. All the GT cars will be running yellow headlights to distinguish them from the LMP2 cars. Yeah,
which will obviously have their white lights blaring down the back of these cars when they come through.
That is correct.
Put a lap on them.
So Commander Series 43, nearly 42. He is flying already.
Yeah, and you just saw him as we changed the camera angle. We just saw Jay Rudd leave the edge of the screen. We've probably seen him come out.
There he
not
goes.
quite. Yeah.
You can just hear him exit stage left.
Out of the International Horseshoe. Yeah, hairpin.
That's it.
So Simo Racing out in front at the moment. Looks like he's just starting to come up to some lap traffic. Building on that lead that he started with, which was 18 seconds. He's now got 26 seconds lead over Dado Racing, second.
Well, that would have been, it would have been helped due to Sato having that incident.
That's right. So when you look at that, Dado hasn't lost too much. He had 22 seconds wait time, and he's only about 25 seconds off the pace. Off the lead.
That's a hard break into the hairpin now.
These
corners also can be a bit quite tricky on the exit here. You want to go on the power early, but sometimes the car just wants to light up the rear tyres, so you have to be a little bit cautious through there.
Yeah, definitely. It's Kaz tricked out probably nearly everyone. I think in the field have had to spin there during practice or somewhere along the line. But isn't this number 3 NVRR racing team impressive? Like they've been on the pace from the get-go, and breaking qualifying lap records and everything.
That's it. Now let's see if Simo can break the lap record in this session now. But this session gets colder and the track becomes a little bit more slicker and greasier as the session goes on. So I'm not expecting to see really fast times in this session. If they're going to happen, they're going to happen right now where the track's probably still at its best.
Yeah, well, we're looking at a 34.217, but the raw before the 24 in the night session as well. They did get a little bit fast. So Weary Knight did a 34 points. I can't remember what it was, and that was pretty much as it was going dark. So it will grip up a little bit for these guys.
Weary Knight in 134.7s already now.
Now where we've got a little battle here with Commander Cirrus is now about 3 seconds off from J Rudd.
Right, that's it. He's running good lap times. Nearly in the 42s, fastest GTE car there.
Yeah, on that last lap around, and we've got this P51 Sim Sports. They've obviously got their GT section, and then they've also got their LMP2 in Weary Night. So they're
racing the
brand new
banana
team.
colour tonight.
Yeah, brand new team formed up this year. So for sim racing, I'm sure we'll see them through ANZ Combined Racing League throughout the year.
So there's a Ford ahead of him of J Rudd B. Well, getting close at the wall. You don't be hitting that wall. Can do some aero damage. It can slow you up a bit.
While the sun's out, why don't we just jump on board here? See that yellow light? We'll do a lap around with Cirrus.
That's it. Wide from Cirrus.
Yeah, he was pushing it there, but there we go. We're coming around to finish off that lap. Doesn't it sound good, that Corvette?
If you also actually look at on the bonnet in the black section, you can actually see the reflection of the track in it. That just shows you, it touches the wall there too. That's also something you just it's quite interesting and very nice to see that on the bonnet, the reflection of the track.
Yeah, it's definitely well presented car.
42.8 there for Cirrus, fastest man in GTE. Catching up to the Ford of J Rudd B.
Currently second in class. And 14 seconds up the road will be Gear 3 Gaming. As we just saw, Gear 3 Gaming's actually teammate, Tim and Jack, in the Porsche, just in front of J Rudd.
What was that? Tim or was that Gear?
I think it was Tim, because Gear's actually 14 seconds, so you can just sort of see up in the there's a view there earlier.
Oh yeah, there he goes in the background. Yeah, you can see him in the background.
Yeah.
On the oval. So here comes Simo onto his two GTEs. Ford is one of the quickest GTE cars around here. Cirrus gets out of the way of Simo.
And we'll see Simo putting another lap down on J Rudd.
That's it. Is J Rudd going to get a draft with Simo to try and help his speed and that?
At the moment, it looks like Weary Night. We just missed that move actually while we've been looking at J Rudd, but Weary Night has now taken second back from Dado.
That's it.
And I think that damage that we're seeing there is probably, that's what I'm saying about the connection. I think he's been lagging around on the screen, so I don't think that's obviously
just
damage that he'd be feeling in the car. I think it's actually just been the car jumping around.
Someone just got off pit lane then? I thought I just saw someone. Oh no. Nürburgring.
Nürburgring?
I think he's just. Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, he's coming out
of the pit lane.
Will that be a scheduled? Since now the fuel situation's all changed, this we don't know. Speaking stops now, but this will be it. So we'll see if Weary Knight does a good lap time.
Nürburgring actually had a little bit more fuel than both Simo and Stato, so both those guys haven't pitted yet. So Nürburgring, that was an unscheduled stop, so obviously maybe a bit of damage.
Yeah, I think that damage on the front of Weary Knight's car is just cosmetic. It's not actually got damage. His lap time is 35.6. It's still pretty
Man, Sirius is having a look down the bus stop.
Yep, down the inside of J-Rod B.
Oh,
there's a bit of a touch there. J-Rod just holds on to it. Should have backed out of that one.
Now that's commitment from Sirius, and also J-Rod just trying to let Sirius know that, he's here for keeps. He wants this race as well.
So he's now 18 seconds behind Gear 3 Gaming.
So he's made quite a little bit of gap there. He's made at least, 11 seconds he's made up now to Gear 3 Gaming. So the pressure's on.
That's it.
We just got some of the people after just to see what sort of penalties some of the people got, because it looks like the three here, Dado Racer,
and Sirius.
So I'll just bring up the quickly bring up the
2-second penalties.
The timings. Yep.
2-2. Oh, and 4.
4 for Commander Sirius. So there you go.
J-Rod locks up. Gets on a bit of the grass there. Don't be doing that.
Yeah, we'll notice the LMP2 cars were the drivers after the first session will mention about that turn 1 that following a real tight inside line on the left-hand side of the track in the braking and following that white line right around is actually more grippier than the more traditional line.
Yeah, and then run out and hook it back in.
Yeah, and that they really hooked in if you just really braked and followed that white line. Myself driving the Honda, the number 5 Balti Motorsport car, I found that out probably a little bit too late, but probably about 20 minutes remaining. I found if you could really hug that inside left white line and go around.
This should be a pass for position,
which it is. Nürburgring now in 6 outright.
Yep. You'll be on the back of Commander Sirius. Commander Sirius goes underneath Tim.
Yeah, Tim and Jack. Hopefully he's learned his lesson. He's been probably in about 2 or 3 incidents now with traffic. Oh, as he's hit up the top of the wall as well. Nürburgring showing a little bit of pace there.
And the Ford now.
Last lap was a 37. Now Sato is making slow progress in the 36s. Weary Knight last lap. He's just done a 34.84. Absolutely flying.
Yeah, that car's definitely glitched around the track. Look at the rear wing now.
Yeah.
So it looks damaged, but it's not damaged.
Yeah, so just believe that the headlights are running and everything else is normal on that car because...
just for us, it just looks damaged. So for us, he'll be the man with no headlights, but he's actually driving around with headlights. Weary Knight's also got a time penalty now too, so a few people making mistakes as the sun gets dark now, or people trying to push to try and pull the gap back. Dado had a previous slow lap. The last lap was 140, and so
Dado.
That's a bit off the pace. He probably made a small mistake somewhere.
It could be just this corner here, so they've just gone through the bus stop where they're just getting a bit wrong, maybe getting a penalty because they're just missing their braking point, or on the exit. It is quite easy to miss the apex to the entry. Yeah, and if you get that wrong, you can't quite see it. Exactly, and if you get that wrong, normally the exit you normally pay for as well, which you can normally cut that. In pit lane right now. This will be scheduled for fuel because they'll be fairly low. So he's there he goes. Build that up to 75 as he's just coming out. Taking tyres now or not? So
See, that's the other question with a pit stop strategy they're doing now. They're leaving pit lane now. He's done 20 minutes on that set of tyres, and now he has to do another, if he didn't change tyres, another at least 40 minutes on that set of tyres.
Yeah.
That could be quite average, unless you change just the fronts to get through to the next part.
So Dado looks like he can probably run another lap as well. He probably won't have to pit in this lap, running roughly 3 litres a lap. So
yeah, he should be able to do 2 laps here, so he should be able to do this lap and one more.
So Weary Knight is now the leader of the motor race. He's just tagged that there. Pin, is it? The Pin Motorsport car, number 53, Notch.
The JRP.
Yeah, the Notch Motorsports.
I think we get rid of Speedo again.
Oh, sorry. So yeah.
So the time is on the screen all out.
I don't think they would have. Oh, where's Weary gone? Oh, that's the glitch. We might just go off him to make sure that.
Yeah, to Gear 3 Games.
Gear 3 Gaming, yeah. He's
Oh, Sarah has made the move.
And Commander Cirrus actually is leading the race as Weary Knight.
Probably getting rid of slow down penalty.
He's going very slow though.
Oh, Gear's going to pit lane. What's going on here?
He should have had quite a bit of fuel.
He should have way too much. Yeah, he should have had heaps of fuel. He should not be pinned right now.
Unless there's a strategy that he's calling, he wants to fill it up short fill, and work that strategy to the end. But
I reckon he's probably got some damage here, so that's slowed him up.
The Commander Cirrus, the man that started at the rear of the field in the GTE class, has now made his way up to the front. There's plenty of fuel to go as well. He'll be probably hitting the same time as Jay Rudd, around the same time as them. Ski might go in a little bit earlier, as we're still waiting for Gear 3 Gaming to get out the fuels done. Obviously some damage is being repaired. It's not good news, he's in there for a long time, Darky.
Yep.
So here comes the sister car coming around now.
There's Dado going around the outside of him.
So you could just find that Tim and Jack may just be right on the back of Gear. Gear comes out of the pits now.
Oh, here comes Gear up. He's rolling out pit lane.
Oh, they still got bus stop. Oh yeah, I thought that was coming on.
Yeah, so.
Trial. Okay, so let's rehash the race results. The race standings at the moment. We've got Weary Knight out in front on lap, or just to start lap 16. Add that on to the, how many did we do again? 20. So with 37 laps, we did it. Oh, it was Weary's.
Oh, and around he goes.
Now, all the other cars that might be coming through have to be careful.
Yeah, he's still got some time, I think.
Oh, just in time of Commander Cirrus.
Is it Cirrus?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Now that's going to be a costly mistake for Weary on his hunt.
Dado's in pit lane right now.
Yep, filling them up.
So that's it.
And I'd say the next person that we'd be seeing coming in those LMP2s will have to be either, or will have to be Weary Knight actually. Sato went in. Both Sato and Weary probably at the same time.
There you go. Fuel only by look at it, and he's rolling.
J Rud B's still holding on to Commander Cirrus. Lapping similar times. It looks like Nürburgring's right on the back of Sato. Unless Sato made that move earlier. Now Sato's come back from having that clash with Tim and Jack in the number 92 Porsche on lap 1.
That's it. Oh, Nürburgring's just copped a penalty too. Yeah, I don't think we need the Speedo again. So quite a few time penalties coming out now. There's not many people who don't have it right now.
Yeah, there's as it goes dark, all the good boys turn to bad boys.
That's it.
come out to play.
So, really not that spin has cost himself a mountain of time now. Dado still holds off second. Sato's... I actually wonder if he's unlapped himself now.
So we'll just mention at the moment here, we've got the P51 Sim Sports, number 51 Ligier JS P2 Nissan leading the motor race. And then we also have the P51 Motorsport GT in the Chevrolet Corvette leading class in the GTE. So at the moment, they're sitting pretty.
And J-Rod B's hanging with Cirrus right now.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we were saying when Cirrus made that move to come into the bus stop, and J. Rudd didn't want to budge, made it hard for Cirrus. He definitely means business.
Cirrus doesn't look like he's trying to put down fast lap times now. So I think he's just into a sort of pace now. Last lap was 155. 143, sorry. So not super quick, but still pretty quick.
Unfortunately, Lloydie, the track officials have got Nighthawk eyes, mate, and they can see all the cars cutting the track limits, even if it is dark. So Simo Racing is making his move again. He's lapping in the 35s. We'll see what he's doing here now on this lap. Still 35.7.
34.6. Oh, 35.
Sorry. Yeah, so we're in the
34,
so he's still fast.
That's it.
So after that spin, the next lap he's done, he's backed it up with the 34.6. So yeah, he's obviously angry with himself. He's cranky with himself in that cockpit. But at the same time doing that, we'll be burning the tyres up and using that little bit of extra fuel. And this year with our saving the fuel loads and using them to start that fuel load in the next section instead of a full tank like we have done previously, it's actually adding to the fuel strategy. Some guys electing to pit near the end of the race to fill up the tanks to a full tank, and others running as normal.
So we've got 1 hour and 30 minutes remaining in this session now. Weary Knight leads on lap 18.
Yeah, so in game,
only 8 seconds behind.
In game time, it's about 7:30, roughly.
I don't think Sato's too far away from getting to Dado actually.
No, you're right. We'll keep an eye on there. Look at that at dark with it. All you can see is the red of the car. Number 16.
So the man who had to pit early was down at the back. He's now making the charge forward again.
Well, it's almost like a replica from the first session, Dark. He had that spin.
Yeah. 34.7 was his last lap, so he's absolutely flying right now.
The man that actually holds the official lap record of a, what was it, a 1 minute 34.217.
That's it.
Official race lap record, I should say.
Closing. You can hear the Honda just ahead of him. There he is. You can see Dado exiting the bus stop now.
Yeah, after Dado's had a full tank as well. So Dado's got a full fuel load, whereas Sato will be starting to get to that point where he's going to be another, 10 laps maybe, or maybe 5 or it looks like he's coming in, is he? No, 5 or 10 laps.
He always runs that yellow line.
He runs the yellow line.
So he sends it up high to get a good entrance down here to turn 1.
Yeah, so I think...
So Soto's now is in striking distance of Dado now.
Yeah, but I believe that he'll probably have to pit the next 15 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, Dado.
No, Sato. So that's what he's got to do. He's got to dump and run.
Sato had to pit for repair, and if I was me, I would have filled the car up to extend your fuel window a bit further. There's no point being a pit lane without adding fuel. You might as well go as far as you can.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It was on lap 1, so normally they pit around after 40 minutes. So we're into about 32 minutes into the race now.
So time penalties are still getting ticked off by people. So we've only got 4 people don't have one. Here we go. Sado's getting the draft now on Dado. He's gone high.
Oh, Dado's having a little wiggle. It's going to be interesting. On the bus stop, he's going to either have to challenge and be committed or let him go, which he's let him go.
He's let him go through. Smart move for Dado. Still a long way to go. So Sado now from last has worked his way back up into 3rd.
It's not that bus stop there. It is wide enough, but there's really only one line through the bus stop. I don't think you can really get two cars.
No, you can't get 2 cars through it. You can take 2 lines entering it, but that can cost you on the way out.
Yeah.
So Weary Knight leads on lap 20. Simo in second, only 8 seconds behind. He's not really closing in any much more now. Sado at a slow lap trying to get past Dado.
I like to see Weary Knight's lap after lap. He's been doing it. He's in the 34s every time we look at him. It's just saying that 35.4.
So tyres might be starting to wear a bit now. Fuel's coming out of the car.
I'll have a look at Ski at the moment in that 41-pin Electron motor racing. Teaming up with HUD's 21.
That's it, running the Ford GTE.
Yeah, currently in 3rd in class.
That's it. It's been nice and clean so far.
And that looks like that's Devil X just in front of him.
Yep.
Oh, not Devil X, I should say
Tim.
Jack and...
Tim
and Jack.
So he's got 17 seconds to, or 18 seconds to ride in gear, is 50 seconds behind Ski, so...
It's actually a nice looking car, I think, the number 41.
That's it. Oh, run it. Oh, here we go. He's going to get the draft.
A nice little run around the outside on the high side. He's right by.
Now he needs to be able to stop the car. You do gain a lot of speed when you're in the draft like that.
You can see the GTE cars, they can actually take the more traditional ride where they're coming out wide and then in for turn 1. Whereas we were saying earlier in the broadcast, the LMP2s seem to have more grip by keeping to the left.
Wide coming there.
This kink coming into the Western Horseshoe can be a bit interesting too when you're challenging. Tim
runs wide.
Runs a little bit wide. Yes.
Yeah, it can be, especially with an LMP car around you. So
yeah. So yeah, he's doing a good job. Just hopefully that he can keep this thing on the black stuff for another an hour 25, and I think that they should be in a handy position come 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's it, currently 3rd in class right now.
And the man that's gaining a little bit here is Sado in 3rd.
Yeah. He's 1 minute behind, so he's at the bus stop. So where's Simo and...
They're coming on to...
Simo. Okay, so
NASCAR turn 2 and 3 or whatever it is.
So they're coming towards the bus stop, but Simo's already, Sado's at the bus stop, so Sado needs to make up basically a lap now to get to the lead.
Yeah, it won't happen this session, I don't think, unless there's some issue, but I think that he's got a good chance to make amends for it.
Pace, so that's it. And the time compression will pull him right back into it again if he's only like a minute behind. That'll be like, what, 10 seconds wait, basically?
Yeah.
10 to 15 seconds, something like that. So.
What was that, sorry? I was daydreaming.
I said the time compression being a minute behind would be about a 10-second wait.
No, it's a little bit more than that. I've got it up here for a minute. You're looking at around about 20 seconds. Close enough.
Yeah. So everyone's doing their own little race right now.
One thing that's going to happen in a little bit is Dado's going to have some...
bang.
We've just seen that was Ski, I think, running a little bit too wide with
yeah, a bit scared by
Dado.
Dado.
But look who's catching Dado at the moment. We've got Nürburger. Only
He's
11 seconds.
11 seconds behind.
And these two started fairly close as well this session. And we had Dado starting 22 seconds. Oh, he started basically 8 seconds in front of Nürburger. So they've had their little bits of issues throughout the race so far. But Nürburger's pulling him in, I think, at the moment.
So that's not really closing in like he was earlier. So these cars just starting to struggle now as we get more into the night session now.
Yeah, today's tyres will start to be feeling a little bit second-hand as well as Ski has come in. So that damage that he did have up on the wall, that was fair income, I'd say. Unless it is a schedule. No, it's not a schedule.
No, not a scheduled pit stop now.
But he can make this work for him because he's come in early after making that contact with the wall. So depending how the strategies go, these GTE cars, he can maybe work it where he may have to just pit right near the end of the session.
He might, if he does, he'll probably do one more stop and it'll be just a little splash and dash. So it won't be a long stop.
Yeah, so they can roughly run an hour nearly, can't they? So yeah, he'd have to pit again.
Yeah.
And
he's
then
going to have to pit again at 20 minutes remaining.
And then he'd probably just run that to the flag then. So
he's rolling now.
Too bad. He's still got his strategy there.
Here comes Gear, I think. There he is.
Yeah, just taking third spot in class.
That's it. So he's a minute and 10 behind Rudd now.
As there comes Ski coming out now. So Tim and Jack, they're not too far off the pace either here. Well, they're still 43 seconds, but with the time compression, I think that it's going to give Devil something to chase at. Definitely in the third session, if Devil's going to take him to the driver's seat. I'm not too sure if he's going to drive sessions 3 or sessions 4, or if he's going to do both of them. Devil. Taco. And we've got Sato.
Oh, he runs it deep there.
A 34.8 that last lap.
So yeah, the scheme's groove back in. Maybe the car's starting to come back to him now. There's Nürburg.
So Nürburg actually made that unscheduled pit stop too, didn't he? He said that he came out. So he's not doing a bad job.
No, he's not.
To be so close.
He's been lapped by Weary Knight, so there's Weary Knight just ahead of him. So he's down 1 lap.
So next man on Weary's radar will be Dado to put Dado a lap down.
Dado's 11 seconds up Nürburg. Yeah, Sato's not really closing in a lot right now. He's kind of stuck at a minute and 11 back now.
Alright, so we're just getting asked by some of the pit crew from some of the LMP2 guys if they can just go through the fuel for the LMP2. So Weary, he'll be in this lap. No, he won't get another one. He'll be pushing it.
Maybe.
Oh, 2.9 litres. It'd be
touch and go.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him in.
Let's see if he pulls it off, or he's going to roll the dice one more. No, he's going for one more lap.
Oh, this is going to be close. I don't know about these Nissans doing more 2.7. It's going to be close. So we got Simo Racing chasing 40 litres. And it's
Sato with 9. So Sato should be able to do 2/3 laps.
Yeah. Dado's on 47.
47. That's it.
And Nürburger's on 31, so he's going to have to come in sometime.
A bit earlier than the other guys.
Just a bit before Simo, yeah. Simo and Dado all sort of got the same strategy.
Let's see how Weary Knight's going. 1.7.
I think he's going to go close. I think he'll be coming in on fumes. And that's what having this fuel strategy is all about. It's brought another element into our fourth running of the Daytona 24 here at ANZCRL Combined Racing League. Previously,
so he's doing that now.
All the guys would be starting on a full tank regardless. All they had to do was get to the end. Just remember they chew up a lot of juice when they're on high revs up here coming out.
That's it. But Weary Knight has to make pit lane with the engine running. If the engine's not running, the game will not allow him to leave pit lane.
Really?
Even if it puts fuel in the car, yeah, it won't allow you. You have to be entering pit lane with the engine running. There you go. Yeah, he'll make it. He'll make it. It depends on where his pit bay is too.
Look at this.
Really
one of a leader. He rolled the dice big time.
Where's his pit
Well,
bay?
you called that darky, so that's brilliant. There you go.
Bang, right. Oh, look, their headlights now. Back, the car's fixed. So Simo's gone past, back into the lead. Weary Knight's getting a full tank of fuel now. Let's get to the top. If I was Weary Knight, I'd be throwing a set of tyres right now as well, and then just run those tyres all the way to the end.
We don't know if they do the tyres, do we? Unless they're here for a while.
No, it's fuel then tyres. So fuel's done. Well, look at tyres getting done now. So where's Sado? There he goes. Oh, might have only got front tyres done. Sometimes not really good. Here comes Sado. He's on.
It's coming on to the bus stop, isn't it?
Straight.
Yeah,
to the bus stop. So he's closed in sometime due to Weary Knight's pit stop. He's gone from a minute 11 down to a minute 1, so he's gained 10 seconds.
But Sado's going to have to pit probably within the next 2 or 3 laps.
Yep. So there's Dado. Let's have a run through the GTE class now.
So we'll go through the fuel load. Here we go. So we've got Commander Cirrus. You go through it.
23 litres. JRB 21 litres in the Ford.
Actually dropped a bit of ground since we've been looking at the LMP2s there.
Gear 3 Gaming on 65 litres.
Looking pretty good actually.
Ski, who pit stopped not too long ago, he's got 80 litres still in the car.
Yep.
Tim Knack has got 41 litres.
And that's it. That rounds out the GTE field.
So Tim will make it past the hour. Gear will make it past the hours. Let's see if Sirius can make it past the hour.
Oh, it'd be close.
22 litres. And J-Rod B's also got less fuel than them. Let's see if these two boys can make it past the hour. Because you really want to be trying to make it past the hour in this session as Dado now catches up onto Sirius. Sirius gives the flash of passing.
One of many roof cams that we have tonight.
That's it. Simo goes past, I think that's Ski, was it?
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. So Simo is now taking over the lead again of the race. He's almost got a big enough gap here to Weary Knight for. Oh, here comes Sado. Sado's in pit lane right now.
Oops, just getting that.
Those extra couple of laps. So fuel going in.
So Dado's just now gone past, taking back third. Nürburger won't be too far away. This will be them coming on.
He might not.
It's going to be close. I'd say Sado's putting tyres on, so that's going to hold him up a little bit as well.
Oh, fuel's still going in.
Oh, Nürburger's coming in.
And the Ford. A bit surprised by that.
Well, Nürburger's coming in all the time, about 23 litres.
Maybe he wants to fill it up to get him 40 minutes down the track and then pit again, and that might be part of their strategy. So
could be.
And Ski's in pit lane. He's also might have some damage here for Ski, but he's filling up the tank, so it's a smart decision.
So Sado's just coming out now out of pit lane, and he's got a full tank.
So it's all happening here in this session too.
And
so he'll be able to run at least another 40, potentially 45 minutes. So that will get him to
Or 45 minutes is a long time. I reckon it's only about 40 minutes roughly for these guys. 41.
Should be able to make the 45 minutes. But even if it's 40 minutes, that will get him to probably at least about half an hour to go up to the end of the session. So
yeah, he's looking good with his strategy because he's going to only have to pit once, and it's going to be enough to have him probably finishing the race with around that 50 litre mark, probably. Maybe anywhere from 50 to 60 litres, which is a good amount of fuel to start session 3. Sato's the only man doing solo this event because Dark Lord, unfortunately, has had some issues with his internet. So hopefully he can sort them out, and maybe we might see Dark Lord out for maybe a session tomorrow. We don't know. We've got a 2-hour session, and then we finish with a 1-hour session. So just don't know what to do with that.
Commander Sirius is pumping out quick lap times here in the Corvette, 42.9.
Wow, okay, so he's also got Simo coming up.
Car's in the sweet spot in the fuel range, so...
Yeah, it won't be long. We'll be pitting with probably another 5 laps time or so as he lets the leader of the LMP2s through.
J-Rod's losing a little bit of time, but not a lot, so he's hanging in there. He's just the 12 to 11 seconds, so he's doing alright. So
Tim and Jack, he's been steady now that he's got all the nerves of his system, and he's now running 4th in class after obviously we've seen Ski making a few unscheduled pit stops. So that's what it's all about, endurance racing. It's just avoiding those little mistakes that can happen. You got to keep that concentration up. It's very hard. Like around now, you're thinking, oh, geez, still another hour to go. You know, an hour I thought was long enough. But, you know, they got to dig in deep for another hour 11. So we've just got someone asking for fuel for Tim and Jack. So we just have a look at that for Devil. Actually, Devil is a teammate. Just wants to find out. So about 35 litres. 34, yeah.
So they'll get him past the hour for his next stop.
Yeah, so he's only going to have to pit once more. And
unless he chooses to pit right at the end there, but...
Yeah. This should see him up.
But yeah, but potentially, one more stop for Tim if he wants to gain up some time here. Wants to try and make up some track position.
Yeah.
So it's catch-22, you make up the track position, but then you might lose it in the next session due to pit stops, but you might be able to gain it more up in the next session, so...
But look what happened, you know, we saw there with Sato, he got caught up with the GT class, with the Tim and Jack actually, so, you know, sometimes that clear air is probably a little bit better than going for the, than having a full tank, you know. I know the time compression, as people say, you're going to gain a little bit out of it by pitting near the end of the session, but track position is always the key, I'd say. We're just trying to have a look to see where we might have a little bit of a battle going on here. We've got Saturday still chasing hard. He's in a 35s with a full tank, with just under a full tank actually. So he'd only just come out. So that's pretty impressive time actually, 35.6. Probably his 3rd lap out of these after having a pit stop. Probably maybe only the 2nd lap.
Yeah, Simo did a 35.1.
And we haven't actually seen much of Joe Rudby. He's just been lapped there in that number 53 notch motorsport car. We're obviously waiting to see Lolux tomorrow take control of that car, probably with a run to the flag.
That's it. So he made a few little mistakes. He's losing a little bit of time to Sirius, but not, you know, hand over fist time. So he was 12 seconds behind now. It's just blown out to 16 seconds.
Yeah, but he's keeping that.
But he's keeping it there. So
yeah, and the
he's
pressure.
Keeping it there in contention.
Yeah, Sirius definitely knows he's there. I just really love that move. You know, the Sirius really had to fight hard to make that move to take the lead down through the bus stop there.
That's it.
Around about, what was that? Only probably 20 minutes or half an hour in or whatever it was. I can't remember now, but
something like that.
It was a big gutsy move, and J-Rod didn't want to, but he wanted to make Sirius work for it, and Sirius definitely did. It's a real carnival atmosphere out there on the infield with the Ferris wheel and plenty of food eatery outlets.
That's it.
Corporate tents. They all love the Le Mans style racing there in America. Sports car racing, you could say.
So nearly getting close to the end of the hour mark here. 8 minutes remaining for the end of this first part of it. Highlander said beer was good, so was the pizza. What flavour of pizza did you get, Highlander? Oh, Rudd's made a small mistake, so he's decided to be on the safe side. That's how you keep yourself in the race, by if you make a mistake.
I think he might have been playing with his strategy, picking the right one.
That's it.
Because he's looking to come in the next probably 2 laps.
2 laps, I'd say. So that will get him to nearly.
He'll be close to. He's going to have
3 minutes 20 down the road to the end here. So
yeah,
2 more laps at least. It's
yeah.
going to be close to the hour.
Yeah, but obviously you might want to split that up, as some are saying. You might want to pick with 20 minutes remaining and just top that fuel up.
Yep, the answer to my pizza question was meat lovers.
Oh, Highlander loved his meat.
That's it. He can't get enough of his meat.
And
I heard he's especially fond of German sausage. So. Who
doesn't? I'll tell you what.
So I reckon we'll be seeing Commander Sirius in pit lane the next two laps as well, I'd say.
Commander Sirius, did you say?
Yeah, I'd say we'll be seeing him and JRB pretty much pitting at the exact same time.
While we do that, we might as well just jump on this throaty Honda for a lap around. Another one that we're able to have a camera on. As Nürburger is in the pits.
Wax those cones. That's not what you want to be doing.
It's coming up to one of the GTE cars, one of the Porsches by the look of it.
Yeah. I think that might. We'll know by the rear wing if it's black or white.
As you can just see the moon there on the right.
It is, I think, Tim's car. Couldn't tell actually, it's too quick.
Yeah, I just seen that one of the LMP2 cars, one of the Nissan guys, were questioning about gear 1, interested in one of the corners. They're a bit low gearing in the Honda to get the up and go.
You remember the Honda has more power. It has more VTEC and more yaws to throw at this racetrack.
Oh,
I think Dado is playing with his strategy.
We'll just go back on the track side here. I think you could be exactly correct there. As it looks like Simo
is going to get to Dado and put him a lap down. So that means the only 2 cars on the lead lap in this session is going to be Simo and Weary Knight. Everyone else will be a lap down.
Super impressive times still coming out of these NV racing team.
I reckon we'll see a Corvette coming to pit lane in the Ford very, very shortly.
We'll just see how Simo goes, getting past Dado. Looks like he's going to line him up into the bus stop, I'd say. Get a good run.
And we're down to 3 cars who haven't got time penalties now.
They have to wait for a little bit longer. Dado's holding off.
That's it. Best bet would be to try and now get a good run through the bus stop and try and get him on the other side.
Looks
Nice clean run to the exit there.
yeah, it looks so stable. But Daytona actually pulled a bit of time out of there.
Yeah, the aero wash will be quite high.
Ah, exactly. Yeah, it is too. So Daytona's not making it easy for Simo.
No, the old oh, now he runs wide. The elder statesman, there he goes. Oh no, he's not making it easy for him. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to be an angry old man. Simo now sends it inside of Ricardo, touches the grass a bit there.
Okay, so we'll get on Commander Sirius, because as you said, that he may be coming into the pits now. I'd say so.
Ooh. That could be touch and go for the Corvette. I don't know. No, he's going to pit by. Yeah, he's pitting by the good. So here we go.
See the brake lights come on the rear on the track there, lighting up.
Locks it up, bang, hits brake mark. So we also should see J-Rod B pitting soon.
As J-Rod B will probably be passing.
So leader pits now. So fuel will be going in. I think that's a Ford coming down the pit lane by the sounds of it. There's J-Rod. Oh, 0.7 of a litre. Wow, that's rolling the dice. He's got to get things stopped in time. Hard on the brakes there he is.
Yeah, now he's catching up into the same sort of strategy.
That's it, sped a bit.
He'll probably come in just in front there, and we'll probably see Commander Sirius come out very shortly.
That's it.
While the guys are working.
Now be,
they're not supposed to
be also put tyres on the cars now. Let's have a look at Sirius.
Here he goes.
And there he goes.
Smoking them out, smoking them up as he goes. As Nürburgring now will find himself coming through. And we've got all the LMP2s now 1 to 5 again. After Nürburgring's unscheduled pit stops. As we've got, who's this? Oh, it's actually Tim and Jack.
That's Tim Hughes.
It's coming out right in front of Sirius. Just to get another lap. It won't last because Sirius will be on the move.
That's it.
Yeah, the GTE crews are working tirelessly and doing a good job getting the cars in and out. So we can get rid of that speedo again.
So right now, the only 2 cars on the lead lap for this session is Simo and Weary 9. Weary 9 is 46 seconds behind.
Yeah, but in the GTE class, I think we've got quite a few on the same lap. I think Timmy was just went down a lap, so he's the one that just went down a lap.
Timmy's down a lap. Ski's down a lap.
Yeah, so we've got 3 on the same lap.
J-Rod is still on the lead lap as Commander Sirius. Gear's still on the lead lap.
Yeah, so he's brought himself back into it.
That's it. He needs to close in as much as he can right now before he has to pit again.
Well, we know that Commander Sirius is going to have to pit again as well, so...
Yeah, so Gear will have to go another half an hour. We should go another half an hour, potentially.
So we're...
under halfway of this session.
Yeah, definitely. So it's about 10 o'clock at night in the game. So the leading drivers are having a nice nap at the moment, having a sleep.
That's it. We'll show you images of the pit crew sleeping, but yeah, we can't do that. 34.4 for Simo. 6.2 on lap 38, still flying. Sato in 35.4.
Yeah, so this is probably the, is he coming in for a
He's
pit?
pitting now.
There we go. So that was low fuel.
Locks it up right on the line there. Got one of the first pit bays there. He's bang.
Well, the pit crew wasn't even ready for him.
Yeah, that's costing him time.
He hadn't ready up for his pit bay.
So let's see where's very nice. Oh, Dado's pumped out a headlight. That's not a good sign.
Oh, no, he's
And
got
he's
damage.
slow. And that's very not going past. Yeah, we're probably going to see Dado pit this lap now. Dado's decided the safe option is to go to the bus, is go to the escape route of the bus stop.
It's not going to hurt him too much though. He's got 11 litres of fuel left, so he can still keep his strategy going. Oh, is this a disconnect?
Nah, if disconnect, he'll just stop. I think he's setting up his strategy, wasn't paying attention. The smart decision for Dado would be down the apron. Get down on the apron and not run on the banking.
Yeah, so Simo's rolling now. So Weary's taken the lead of the motor race just as Simo got dropped on the off the jacks.
And there's one of the Porsches ahead of him and another Porsche behind. Very nice. So I say that one's probably Gear 3 Gaming ahead of him.
Yeah, so it's
see Dado's in pit lane right now.
a little bit sort of going on, sort of not much racing, but there's a lot going on as far as strategy and people making a few little hiccups here. Mistakes on the track.
Costing people.
Dado is now in the pits.
Yep, he's getting fuel and repairs done now.
So that's going to be a lengthy stop though.
Is he even in his pit bay? It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, he's filled up with fuel, so he's in front middle of the gazebo. So
yeah, but it looks like he's a bit short. Oh, well, it's getting repaired now. So Dado's. Let's see, Nürburg has unlapped himself to Dado.
Yeah.
So now him and Dado on the same lap together.
He's got fuel to burn too. He's looking actually pretty good, Nürburger, because he'll be running this up to around half an hour and then be able to pit for fuel and maybe not have to pit again, but it might only give him then probably about 15 minutes or so.
Tim's in pit lane now as well too. He's entered in the Porsche, which is an unscheduled stop by look at it. Still got 12 litres. Here goes Dado rolling.
So he's out now. Let's see what he can do.
So he's holding down in fourth position, but he's on the same lap as Nürburg now.
Amanda Cirrus
is
full fuel.
55 minutes.
We'll just go through the GT field with the fuel loads. So we've got Gear 3 Gaming on that 33 litres.
That's it. So he should make potentially the halfway mark.
Joey Rudd actually looking pretty good with his fuel.
Yeah.
With how it might work out.
Filled up with Commander Cirrus. So Rudd will jump gear when gear has to pit again. But then let's see if everyone pits at the end again or if people are going to just go for it. Well, as he runs a bit wide there.
Dado comes in late.
Just sneaks it down the inside. Probably wiping a bit of paint off on that Ford.
And Tim and Jackie has got a
filled it up.
Full tank coming out of the pits.
So he will easily make, if he does have another crash, he'll make this full session to the end now.
Yeah, he won't have much fuel in the tank, so he may want to splash. Maybe.
Nah, he should make it. With 5 minutes already wasting the session, you should make it quite comfortably.
Yeah, I'm just thinking he won't have much fuel in the car ready to start session 3 though. So
no, that's what I'm saying. It gets him to the end of this session, and then if he wants to pit at the end, that's another question.
Yeah. So we're at the moment.
So where's
41 laps.
I was going to say where's Ski? He's jumped ahead of Tim.
Yeah, so
let's see how Ski's going.
About 30 seconds in front of Tim, and sort of what's that's a lap.
Ain't there, but he's being consistent. Yeah,
lap behind the guys.
Behind. Oh.
Maybe if I get the map up.
Yeah, he's a lap down, but no, he's on the same lap as Tim.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's a lap behind from the top 3
Oh
for the
everyone else.
GTs.
Yeah, that white dot is the only other car that Ski is battling, which would be
Well, that'll be Tim with the white dot. So we're looking at the blue arrow.
That'll be Tim. Yeah, it's Tim. So that other white dot is Tim. The only other car on the same lap as him.
So we've got three on the lead lap for the GTEs. We've got 3 on the lead lap of the LMP2s, and then we have 4th and 5th in each one. Oh, as Tim's come in.
Pit lane again.
Jeezy.
I wonder if he had damage and didn't get repaired then.
Or something with tyres or something. Something's not right. It's not going well for the 92 Porsche this year. Doesn't look like they're going to get a...
Did he... I don't think he stopped. I think he's literally doing a drive-through.
Do you literally get a drive-through for something like that mid-race?
If you...
He hasn't had any penalties. He's got white.
Yeah, he shouldn't have. That's interesting. Okay, something weird happened there. He didn't seem to stop at his bay, and that was a very quick trundle through pit lane, so...
Look at the times just there for the top 3. The last lap.
35.2, 35.4, 35.5.
Unbelievable.
Then Dado with a magical 156. Oh no, 138 now.
Yeah. It's been up and down.
Oh yeah, times have been up and down. Command Sirius on a 43.6, Geetha Game on a 43.9, JRB on a 145, Ski on a 144, and Tim that was just trying to look through pit lane again.
It'd be interesting.
They don't need the taco.
It'd be interesting to find out after the race. We'll probably find out and can be broadcast, communicated through from session 3 what's happened with Tim and Jack, because there's been a couple of unscheduled stops there that have. He brought himself back in the run-in where he'd get a good time compression and be back on the same lap, but now he's starting to struggle. He's going to hit that limit where he may be a lap behind from the other GTE cars, handing it back to Devil, which something Devil would like to see.
I'm just wondering is gear actually sort of closing on Commander Sirius. By times doesn't prove, but he's not that far behind. He's only 7 seconds now?
We'll have a look.
9 seconds. Yeah, I think he's closing the fraction, not a lot. I think he's sort of maintained his 10-second gap, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, Porsche's looking good at the moment as well.
Yep, early pit stop isn't going to help, but we'll have to see what happens now.
Yeah, J-Rod B still there.
Yeah, he's only 25 seconds behind.
As Dado now pits.
Oh, this isn't right.
No, that's something.
He did not too long ago.
I think there's either he's got a one of these tyre glitches or something, but he's out of it.
Fuel and go. Okay.
Fuel and go.
Very weird.
There's been some weird things going on at the moment. People coming in the pits.
Yeah,
We're not too sure why.
Yes, Tim Nackie's Muppet Gonzo's Lodi. If I'm correct.
Yeah, he's Muppet Gonzo. Went to Xbox
So
Depot to change his name to Tim and Jack.
Now Nürburgring has now jumped Dado with that extra pit stop.
Yep.
There he is. But Dado won't be too far behind him actually. He's probably entering that hairpin right now.
Nice.
There he is. You can just see him in the background. There he is.
Yeah. And Dado's in the International and Nürburgring's on the Western Horseshoe. Round he goes.
Oh, Gears pumped out a good lap time there, 42.9. He's pulled back a second on in Commander Sirius, but that'll be the fuel coming down. Probably cars getting to the sweet spot. Oh, Commander Sirius with a 44. Previous lap, we should see if Gear does this lap. And also a 44. Still quicker than Sirius.
Yeah, bringing the gap in a little bit. That's all he needs to do.
Oh, that's right. He's got a draft from the other Porsche. That's probably helped him pull the gap down a little bit.
And this is what Porsche wanted to see at the end of 24 hours, 1-2, but at the moment, it's not likely after the 92 has run into a little bit of problems throughout the night.
So 92's let the 91 go past now.
But the main thing is, Devil looks like he's itching at the bit to get back behind that wheel of that Porsche and see what he can do and make amends.
Again.
We won't worry about going there. Obviously, there's something going wrong with his setup.
48 minutes remaining is a long time for something to be going wrong.
Yeah,
so that's going to be quite painful.
He's actually had a good run and up till now. So since he's had that pit stop, it seems to have gone backwards from there. So we've got Simo chasing down Weary again.
I reckon his pit stop isn't changing his tyres. I've got a sneaky solution. That's what's happening, and he's just not, and he's coming in and out. Because look, that stop was short again. He's in and out again. I reckon he's trying to get the tyres to change. It's just not working. So if it's not changing tyres, I would just go through the end of the session and just deal with it. The car's going to be terrible, but there's no point making stops if it's not changing it. You're just wasting more time.
Yeah.
So Simo is trying to hunt down Weary Knight, a 17-second gap. Sato is 59 seconds behind him.
I'll call that illogical. I think that's a go, mate, because it's not that. I think it's he's got the original Xbox too, Dado. So
yeah, he needs to upgrade his hardware.
I think the what's he got? The Fanatec stuff's asking too much out of the old Xbox. So
yeah, no, he's running an Xbox S, so it's even not asking more. The S's are slightly better, but they're not much. Hardwise, they're not actually better than like an original Xbox X.
Yeah.
So an S is, the reason why it's cheaper because it doesn't have all the good stuff. That's the issue. So this S is working overdrive right now and it can't keep up. So I'm just wondering if it might be worth a data to put a fan on to help his console cool down, and that might help it. But here's Weary Knight with one headlight. Thank you to the wallflowers again. Leading lap 46, 135.042.
So
Simo for 134.9999. Let's see what we're going to have to wait like a minute 20.
So Weary's teammate is dancing around at the moment. He's enjoying seeing this car out in front, the number 51P Sim Sports. Doing a great job. Keeping the number 3 NVRR racing crew on their heels.
That's it. Serious for a quick lap, that previous lap of 142.8, gear for 143.2.
So Weary's just coming up to a bit of traffic now of these GTs, but he's hit him at the right time. He probably gets...
Get one here.
Yeah. And I think there was a Porsche in front. I think maybe it might be Tim.
Yes.
Oh no, it's
No, it's a Ford.
Yeah, it's Ski, isn't it? Ski.
Yeah, it'll be Ski.
And
Weary Knight's flashing at him.
Really wants to make sure he gets into turn 1, which he has.
I don't break into turn 1.
So Ski at the moment is just in ahead of Jay Rudd. As far as going down another lap, so
yeah.
And if he can stick with him, I'll just go and have a quick look at fuel for these guys. 64 for Jay Rudd, so he would not say
Jay Rudd will be running into the end of the session.
Yeah, unless he wants to top up. But Ski's obviously going to have to maybe put a bit more fuel in.
No, he'll be stopping shorter.
So at the end of the day, if they all pit near in the next 20 minutes or so to fill up their tanks ready for session 3 in a way, as long as Ski can stay in front of Jay Rudd here on track, he's going to help him with the time compression a little bit as well. A little bit better. His gear is just lost touch, just a little bit of cirrus now. He's about 10 seconds away.
That's all right.
I think it's down to
right.
about
10 seconds.
8 seconds, I think.
8 seconds, that's it. He's got 15 litres remaining, and that should get him at least another...
What I'd like to see is...
About 5 more laps, 5 to 4 more laps.
The more we can stretch it out, the better it'll be, because you'll obviously go right to the flag without a splash and dash, and you have a good little bit of fuel ready for session 3.
Yeah, you also might want to hit at the end of the session. Might lose a bit of time, but the time penalty, time progression will pull us back, but then he starts the next session on a full tank, so
well, I'd say,
see what he does.
Say the best bet is just to follow whatever Cirrus does, because Cirrus obviously is going to probably do that, put a little bit of extra
Cirrus will be pitting at the end of the session for the next session.
What a drive from this from Commander Cirrus in the number 3 car. He started, what, 30 seconds?
Last.
Yeah, 30 seconds behind Gear in the Porsche. And he bridged that gap within the first 30-40 minutes and took the lead.
40 minutes. Yep.
And hasn't looked back since. But Gear's been still challenging.
Let's see the speed of the Corvette down to turn 1 here. This fastest part of the track. 86, 87, 88. Does he reach 89? No, 88. Let's have a look at Gear 3 Gaming. 84, 86, 87, 80, just touches 88.
Yes, it's very evenly matched for the top speed.
Yep. The Corvette just gets that 88 a fraction bit better, and Sato's in pit lane again. So this should be Sato's potentially finals. Oh, he's pitted early. 18 litres. I wonder if he had a bit of damage there, or his tyres gone off, and he's just going to run this to the end now.
I don't know. Like that's going to make him stop again because he's only going to be on almost fumes at the end of this race.
Yeah, he might be doing what he did the previous session, where he stopped early and then stopped right at the end with everyone else.
Yeah, he's still going to have to do a proper... This is a full stint now for him that he's going to have to do to the flag. So he's going to have to...
I think he's getting tyres right now to make the car a bit quicker for this last part.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's rolling now.
So someone wanted to have a little look at the penalty. So why... Oops. What have I got here? Sorry.
I don't know.
I did something silly there. Pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, don't quit.
Go to the timings here. We've got to look at the penalties.
There we go. Oh, so we got 2 seconds for Weary Knight. We got 1 second for Nurburg. Dado 2 seconds. Commander Series 6 seconds. Gear 3 Gaming 4 seconds. J-Rod B 1 and Ski's got 3.
So that's very interesting. That Cirrus has got 6 seconds, but again, if he could have laid off those penalties, you would say that he would have
gained 10 seconds.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the moment, it's only 2 seconds. There's only 2 seconds difference for their penalties at the moment, so
that's it.
Not as good as what he could have been if he didn't have any penalties, but they've all been pushing hard at night. That's these cars have been punished.
That's it. So Gear's got 10 litres left now for this. So should get 3 more laps, I'd say.
Yeah, time compression, as Highlander saying, is almost a free pit stop. Yes, you're right, but at the end of the day, track position, and that's what we said at the 8, like with what happened to Sato. He got caught up with the GT cars with a bit of traffic. Yes. There was 2 GTs started together. He caught up to those 2 cars, and then he found himself spinning and getting involved in a bit of an accident.
That's it.
So that, in theory,
time progression keeps him into it. So
yeah, but it cost him a lot more than what time compression could have helped him. So it's one of those things too. So obviously, any race car driver will tell you clear air is better than amongst a fighting battle. It's more enjoyable in a fighting battle for everyone, but yeah, fast times coming clear air.
So we just clicked over 50 laps now in this session.
Yeah, it's been some very fast times going here. Simo's still in 34s with Weary Knight on 37, so that was a slow lap.
and Sato at the 50. That's because he was in pit lane. Dato's doing 137, so whatever issue he has, it sort of seems to rectify itself.
Still, every time I go onto him, he always ducks down over near that yellow line. So I think that might be just the game more than him.
Yeah, I think it's just a game. Because sometimes you're watching cars and they're going around the bank and they just sort of bounce in the air.
So hopefully that's his.
Car looks stable now.
Yeah, because he obviously can catch up to Nürburgring and regain that 4th position. That'll be his aim here.
Cirrus is only 40 seconds behind Dado right now, and they're on the same lap. That just shows you how much time, unfortunately, these two LMP2 cars have lost. That they are on the same lap as... Whoa!
Yeah, on the same lap as the leading GTE.
Leading GTE.
Yeah.
So there's J-Rod B. Still getting around nicely. He is 38 seconds behind Gear. Holding down 3rd quite comfortably. So he will jump Gear in the next lap or 2, I'd say. And Gear is forced to do a pit stop.
Yep. And we know that J-Rod has the fuel to the end if he wants to, but he may take elect to do a splash and dash as well, top him up a bit.
That's it.
But if we're talking about track position, he might want to stay out, so he's actually ahead of Gear on the restart.
I think he will be ahead of... he will be starting 2nd in the next session. So 36 remaining as J-Rod B enters the bus stop on what is potentially 48th lap, I'd say, give or take.
What was that?
Just taking a while. 48th lap is what his ride's on.
Yeah, could be. They don't have it on the timings, do they? Hey, they do.
Yeah, 48.
Yeah, he'll be starting his 48th.
No, he's actually a lap down. Oh no,
no, he's got to come over now. It'll be 48 now.
Sorry, he's starting. Yeah.
So Simo is moving. He's been gaining about. Last time I looked, he was about 15 seconds. Maybe a bit more, but it seems to be evening out. It's just the part of the track they're at.
Sato's doing fast lap times again, 34.7. He's flying again. I think Sato's car is exceptionally quick in the early part of the stint, and then it just, as the fuel comes off and the tyres wear, it just sort of dies off and it just sort of maintains a pace. So he's blisteringly quick in the after a pit stop, for probably about 10 laps, I'd say, and then it just sort of just peters off a little bit.
Yeah.
I need to get something to eat.
Get something for me while you're at it.
Yep. Cheeseburger.
That'll do.
Alright.
As he's just gone into the pit, so that's given Simo the race lead. So let's see if Simo now can put some quick laps in.
Yeah, try and build as much as the biggest gap. And Gear's in pit lane as well now.
Gonna have to make another pit stop though, Simo. Gear's in. J-Rod B's going to come on through and jump that position. Takes second.
I don't think Gear will be too far behind him actually. So
no, he's still there.
Probably getting tyres now. So. Around goes Rod.
This wasn't too bad when you don't have to get around that 180 degrees, so you can just
that's it.
Turn your wheel 90 and get going again. But still,
that actually gives that's a bit of a bonus for Gear.
Definitely.
Just wait.
As he's just come out of the pits now, release his pit limiter, and off he goes.
That's it.
He looks very snug there in that Porsche.
That's it.
So does he have to put in a little filling seat, wouldn't he? With your taller
he's
frame, he's not as tall as you.
He's got a little dicky seat. That's what he's got.
He's in his little dicky seat.
Right. He's doing his pit stop now, and he's 20 seconds behind Rudd.
Oh, sorry. I just turned that just to see what Sato is behind Weary, so it's 1 minute 20.
Minute 23. It's just about a lap.
And Dado and Nürburger are roughly doing the same sort of times in the 37, so not much is changing there for 4th and 5th.
There's really not right behind Shadow, coming into turn 1. There he is. And that is the 92 course. Gets out of the way of Shadow. So very nice. He's so close to putting Shadow down a lap.
Well, he's already down a lap anyway with Simo, but yes, Weary's... Simo took the lead of the motor race as you went down and hollered for a cheeseburger.
Yep.
The boys are asking for what the lap record is for the GTE class, and I'll just pull that up right now as we speak. We got a 42.363, which was a Simo. Yeah, that's a race lap record.
What was it? A
42.363.
Oh, I think that was beaten by Jetto in the first session, because I think he did a 41, I think, in the race, I believe, or...
Oh, I don't know.
I am expecting that lap record to be broken this weekend, so...
Yeah, well, we've already re-broke his lap record. He had a 134.318, but then he ended up doing in the first session a 134.2 something, I think it was, what was it was? 217. 34.217. So Weary's going hard to try and put a little bit of a lap down on Sato.
Sato. On Cedo.
Sato.
Yeah.
It's getting late here.
And you're probably half cut.
No, half no.
So Simo's still leading. 134.6. These guys are able to get down to the quick lap times and do punch out quickly a couple lap times, but then they sort of they probably use up the tyres a bit.
Yeah, the tyres seem to come in and come out, you know, like they grain in and then they seem to hit a bit of performance again.
And that's it.
Now we're having a look at Nürburger.
Yeah. He's had a few little issues, but he's going alright. Holding down 4th place. 38 seconds ahead of Dado.
Yeah, with a pit stop to come very shortly. Dado wants to, he could almost run it without a pit stop.
That's it.
Which probably would be the go. Do that, get that track position. Depending how much fuel Dado actually has. So no, Dado would be better off probably coming in. And pitting.
This session's been the weird session so far.
Yeah.
Session of mistakes, basically.
Yeah, that's how
people not making mistakes.
Now, if it wasn't for Sato really getting cleaned up, I think that Sato would be really fighting both Weary and Simo, though.
I reckon, yeah, if Sato didn't have that incident, he would have been potentially the lead, but who knows? But he would have been easily near, you know, either in front or in the middle of these two guys at the front. So here's J-Rod B.
Yeah, just trying to...
Gear 3 Gaming, catching him.
Hold him, right? But it looks like he's coming in the pits, J-Rod.
Yes, he is actually. This is surprising. Actually, he's got. Oh, it's fast. He's got to get slowed down. I'm surprised that he's actually pitted now. He's got 40 litres. Would have got him to the end here, so that's pumped up gear into second now.
Yeah, maybe just a little, as we said, a little splash and dash. Have a half fuel tank or a little bit over half first to start session 3.
Where's skis? The time's going up. It should be going down. Where's ski?
So he's got
skis actually on the same lap as JRB.
Yeah, he's just coming to the bus stop, I believe.
Or is he? I don't know. The time is doing weird things. We've got to wait for JRB to get out of the pit stop for it all to settle up.
Yeah, I think he'll when he comes, this will put him on the
42.622 for Cirrus. Here we go, skis.
Oh,
that you got to be careful on that wall there. It's like a suction cup.
Yeah, it's a ski. I don't know why. That's another time. He's done that once before. He's gone up to try and overtake someone on the outside. He should take it down the inside, especially in class.
Yeah, but especially when they're holding the inside line. But he's just moved up way too high.
Yeah, but credit to Tim and Jack. He wasn't actually taking the inside. He was actually the middle. Like he was on the on that white line in the middle. So
hopefully he hasn't damaged the car. But that's all right. He's now jumped ahead of JRB, who's still in pit lane. Nürburg's in pit lane now.
He's rolling.
So he's rolling. He's got out of pit lane. A few marks in front of that car. So Ski's now into third. Trying to get past Tim again. He's not going to be able to do it yet. Backs out of it sensibly.
Yeah, this is where you just got to sometimes just back it off a little bit. Take your pride.
Where's that
wide, I think. You just let him through.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, he let him through by going off the track.
Yeah, so, yeah, but sometimes you just got to just bide your time and, you know, this late night, everyone's starting to get a little bit doughy, yeah.
Dato's now jumped up into fourth now with Nürburg in pit lane.
Yeah, it's Nürburg will be almost rolling as he is now.
Yeah, just yet. You pretty much timed it right, so he's leaving pit lane now.
And he should have full fuel, yep. So he's actually gonna come in very handy in that session 3. A good little load of fuel.
There you go. Nürburg's underway now. 26 minutes remaining.
And when you think about it, 26 minutes still remaining. Yeah, when they're only doing about 40 minutes, so he's going to have less than half a fuel tank. So
yeah, so he might pit at the end again.
Not as much as I thought.
Much fuel for the next session.
The guys that are looking handy. It's Simo here because he's going to time 16. This up really well, where he's going to have a good full fuel tank.
I reckon with 10.
Yeah, 10 minutes or so he'll be pitting.
Yeah,
and then
10 minutes to go. Yeah, he should be pitting.
Probably something like that.
Yeah, on his size, 35.6.
Oh, hang on.
Simo.
They're doing 3 litres a lap.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So do 5 laps. 5 laps at a minute 30. People in the chat, do maths.
Oh, that looks a little bit hairy. It's Sato.
About 7.5 minutes. Give or take. Around 9 minutes, yeah, that's what Highlander's done. I don't know if I can trust Highlander's maths. He might be drunk.
Yeah, in around 9 minutes.
Yeah, so 9 minutes. So it's pretty, so it'd be about 15 minutes remaining, give or take.
Highlander's the man eater, isn't he? The meat eater.
Yeah, he loves his bratwurst, his kranskis.
The man's mad about meat. A good meat lover's pizza though. Tell you what, I could do one right now.
Well, you can go get one in about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So Simo's leading as we're coming up to lap 60 now for this 2-hour session, 24 minutes remaining.
Oh, Sato, here we go. He wants to unlock himself. Too weary.
He's had a terrible last lap in 147. That's not what he needs to be doing. He's now going board Sato.
See what sort of speed he can manage in this draft. It's especially
So it's about 320 maybe, 315.
yeah, definitely 320 before
But then
the
you got to
turn
brake
one.
earlier to make the apex sort of part here.
If he gets a good run out, he's going to get a nice little pull here. Good draft, good toe. Yeah, so a nice 321 kilometres an hour. Not too shabby.
No, that's it.
And all that level of concentration on Sato's face there.
That's it.
Matchsticks in his eyes to keep him open, doing this whole thing on his own. Oh, there's Mary wants to taste rallycross.
He's doing a bit of teleportation.
We want to make sure, hopefully, the P51 guys have got all their sim racing luck with them. It wasn't so much for the GT class in the first session when Jetto disconnected with about 3 or 4 minutes remaining. No open Weary Knight can hold in.
I'm wondering if Sato's just wanting to use Weary Knight to drag him around the track a bit now. The two of them might, I'm just going to sit behind them and see if we can pick up the pace, but they're not really gaining pace. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Because Simo's doing a 134.6 and these guys are 135, so I think Sato's decided to pull out
the
draft a bit. Yeah, get out of the draft a bit. You must be seeing Weary Knight just jumping around the screen on him a bit, so like, well, I might just move away from him.
Yeah, so something's not going right there.
Gear 3 game in the ball, should be lock up, and there's Dado right behind him.
Oh,
and there's a Corvette.
Cirrus, so
yeah, because Gear's pitted.
Yeah, so that means so Gears and who else? Ski and Ski's in third.
Yeah, Ski got in third.
Because Jay Rudd pitted as well, didn't he?
Here comes Dado down the inside. Yes. Unscheduled. For an unscheduled piece.
Yeah, right, okay.
And there looks like Weary Knight in the background there.
So it won't be too long. We're going to have 3 LMP2 cars all together with Weary's coming up. Sato's right behind Weary.
You can see the headlights coming through now.
Yeah, the white lights.
See it starting to come through now. There we go, into the bus stop now. There they are. Weary and Sato.
It's going to get a little bit interesting here. We got Commander Cirrus wanting to put a lap on Gear, and the 2 LMP2 cars coming on hot in their heels, with also Sato wanting to try and unlap himself.
Dado's done something weird.
Oh,
Dado's done something really weird. He's had another incident.
Yeah, the session is obviously not playing out to some of these guys. He's very hairy. Very busy in this little part of the tracks here.
That's it, yeah, it's super busy now. Sato's going to go down the inside of Cirrus, that's it. And then Dado's trying to make a move on Cirrus. And there's Dado on the inside. Here goes Sato on the inside of Gear. And there he goes. So those 2 guys have got past now. Dado's, he's just struggling with some issues. He's just hanging on for dear life. Get 19 minutes through at the end.
Yeah,
Simo's in pit lane right now.
Again, without calling his picker, he must not have a button mapped.
That's it. It's costing him time, unfortunately. Probably cost him about 2 or 3 seconds.
Ah, look, they got heaps of time up their sleeve. These guys, they're a class outfit 40, at the moment.
40 seconds now, wearing down. Cirrus
has bit broken the lap record. think someone was mentioning.
And bang, that was a
chat.
quick stop. That was massively quick. I've expected Simo to be in pit lane a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, so Commander Sirius has done a 42.262, so he's beaten Simo's previous 42.363.
So Simo gets out of pit lane, still in the lead. But I think Ruri Knight and Sato are going to be right on him. Oh, look at there they are.
There they are.
Sato's just got past Ruri Knight. Sato's probably going to try and unlap himself now.
Oh, he's down the inside.
Simo. Simo would like to keep Sato there as a blocker. Minutes remain. He's 1, 2, and 3 in the wrong order and a lap down, but that's 1, 2, and 3 right there in the one shot.
Yeah, entertaining stuff here.
That's it. So, as I catch a forward, Sato's been we'll be a bit wary of that. Oh, a bit of a loose slide through there.
Yeah, lost his air, I'd say.
Yeah, probably pinched the car down a bit too much. So now go past one of the Porsches of Tim. You go Sato. Sato's going to go right around the outside of him. Oh, very nice. Trying to go around the outside through the chicane. Gets the move done. Trying to, you can see Simo now.
Yeah,
so 16 minutes remaining now.
That's right, and we're going to be making our halfway point. It's getting close, so it's probably 2 a.m. in the morning.
That's it.
And we're going to be finishing this session around 3 o'clock in the morning in game time. And that'll be halfway point of ANZCRL Combined Racing League's 4th running of the Daytona 24 hours. And you've got Woody Lizard, myself, and also Dark Racing 40 in the commentary booth.
That's it.
I guess you're getting ready to be in the car in the morning.
That's it. I'll be taking over my Porsche tomorrow. Well, it looks like I'm going to have some time to make up again, so we'll see how we go. There you go, Sirius. Sirius making the move on gear. So Sirius has put gear down a lap now.
Yeah.
So the smart thing for gear will be just to sit behind Sirius now. Just have him drag him around the track now.
Yeah.
As Ski's now entered pit lane.
All the difference, you could only get 288 unassisted. And about 293.
Cracked 290 easily. Oh, Sirius one's a bit wide through there.
Yeah, because even when you're under tow too, the car in front gets a little pushed as well, so sometimes that catches you out as well. So you're thinking that
because
you're going to break your normal point, but you've got to break that little bit earlier too, because you're getting that push from the car behind.
That's it. Let's have a look how much fuel the Corvette's got remaining. 14 minutes remaining. 18 litres.
As you've got Nürburger in the background.
I'm actually wondering if the Corvette can actually make it to the end of this session on fuel.
Yeah, well, cool. But the thing is, he would be shooting himself on the foot, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'll probably make it to the end of the pit window.
Yeah. We want to pick with that 3 minutes remaining or so.
2 minutes remaining. So gears just dropping seriously. But if you can just keep him in sight, the time question will get the lap back.
Yeah, we'll just go through some of these fuel loads as well for the GTs again.
So gears got 63, 67 for JRB, 86 for Ski because he pitted not too long ago.
Yeah, so they should be right.
36 for Tim.
Yeah, so I'd say they want to pit in for maybe a little splash as Dado comes in again.
And that's it.
So he's dropping down the field. Given
Seems to be every time his car gets around 17 litres, it's just something's going off on the car.
Yeah, so it's costing him
last time
dearly.
He got to 17 litres.
You know what's going to happen here? You're going to have Commander Cirrus come through and actually be fifth outright.
Yeah,
maybe.
Potentially. Maybe he's still got to do the lap.
He's
out of a pit lane.
Yeah, quite
he's
a bit.
He's only in the infield.
Yeah, he'll only be doing fuel, so he'll be going.
There he goes, now rolling.
But Simo
got
that 63
leads.
35 for Weary.
Where's Sato? Sato's fallen back behind Weary again. 25. Nurburg 49 litres. Dado's just left pit lane, so we Choco Blocko.
Yeah, he's
actually going to come out right near Simo and Weary and Sato.
Yeah, so what's he got there? He's 54 seconds behind Nurburger and only 33 seconds in front of Cirrus.
That's it.
Oh, someone missed Weary's fuel, so we'll just go back up to Weary. He's got 34 litres of fuel there. Yeah, we're not too sure if Saturday's spun. He sort of dropped off a little bit.
Off, but
they're going through there.
Lap, so he's had a small incident somewhere.
Yeah, but not since he was with those guys, because
it was in between the two of them. So
yeah, okay, he might have had a little bit of a rear brake lock up.
He probably had a spin. He's probably had a spin, I'd say. Just a quick spin. So we're nearly under 10 minutes remaining.
Oh, under 10 minutes. We're still on 10 on my counter.
No, I say nearly. Nearly, not under, nearly. In 40 seconds, I'll say we're under 10 minutes.
So we've only got, what we got? First, third, and 10th. The only good boys tonight.
That's it.
Everyone else has been a little bit naughty.
Bad boys. Bad boys.
But look at Git, he's got worse.
He's got worse. 7 seconds, that's not going to help the cause.
He did only have 4-second penalty when we last looked. Everyone else has stayed the same.
Just get to a game on the Porsche. Now we're under 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's just coming up to his teammate in the 92.
He's lost a bit of time to Cirrus. As long as he can stay within that 2-minute window, I'll be happy. That will basically put us about the same gap that Cirrus was in the previous session, about 30 seconds.
Yeah, 2 minutes is about 33 seconds.
Yeah, if he can stay in about that range, that's where he'll be. So. Sue's had that 4-second penalty for a while, Lloyd, so yeah, Porsche on Porsche again. So just winding down the laps now, winding down the minutes.
Yeah, we've got another 2-hour section from
That's it. So
9 o'clock in
I
the morning.
am expecting a few GTE cars to be pitting in the next 5-6 minutes. The guys want to be a full tank for the next session.
Let's start
can't-
ready to write a few numbers down soon.
Let's see, I've got my pen and paper next to me too, just in case. So as Tim gets out of the way of gear and lets gear go through on the inside. We'll give them both a bit of a speed boost down to turn 1. So Simo's on lap 69. Nice. Very nice. Only 9 seconds behind now, and Sato is a minute and 40, so he's down 1 lap on him.
The total's really nice.
Yeah,
So seriously, 43.3 there.
Yep. So Simo's still flying. Reno and Sato don't have the pace of Simo right now.
No, it doesn't. It looks like whatever you throw at the NVR team, they seem to just respond. So another 34.999. So done a lot of 34s this session.
That's it. We're on lap 70 now. The leader. There's Nurbo through the bus stop.
Yeah, it looks pretty good through there.
That's it. So everyone's just sort of settled down. Everyone been like, oh, getting the reports from the pits. There's 7 minutes remaining. They'll just be like, just when can we finish this race now? The guys that have struggled with just hanging to end this race now.
Yeah, one man we know is Dano. I think he'd be looking forward to getting quite a lot of visits into the pit, but he didn't think he was going to have to make.
And he's not. This is last time 136. Here comes Weary Knight and Sato behind him too. So Dano just struggling with some issues.
Well, it always keeps us coming back from all laps. Is definitely it. Daytona 24 hours, team endurance racing.
That's it.
Never know what's going to throw out. Like if you ever win one of these things, you grab it.
And 6 minutes remaining now. Looking at what, maybe 3 or 4 laps? 3 or 4 laps, I'd say. We'll finish around 75, I'd say.
Yeah.
For the leaders. So he's Simo, 35.3, so his pace is back to pit. Sato goes fast for 34.8.
But definitely Weary Knight is still hanging in there.
That's it.
We've got 50 litres for Simo.
That's it.
And
so we'll see what happens with pit strategies.
23 for Weary with Dado. Finding that little bit of he seems to like it with the car full of juice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he gets around to 17 litres, that's when he's struggling with the car.
It was a little bit.
Goes sliding through that corner.
Yeah, so was Dado on the exit.
Yeah,
whole night.
Lining up, so. .306 was that coming into the bus stop?
Yeah. Big braking application for the bus stop too.
That's it. Tim's in pit lane right now. So this will be.
This is just soon to get full of fuel, I'd say.
He's decided to pull the trigger now. Probably could have gone one. No, it could have gone one more lap before the fuel cut-off window. Simo still flying, 134.9. Very not 136. Sato 136. Those guys are just struggling now at this end of the session. I reckon probably the cold track temp and more fuel is probably actually making Simo's car better to drive.
So Commander Cirrus about to come into the pits.
He's going to have to pit now.
He's coming onto the lead into the pit lane. Time this to perfection. These P51 Sim Sports team, they've hit the ground running here. Weary Knight second, and it's Commander Cirrus first in class. J-Rod B's in as well, as you said, so they're all hitting. And same as Gear.
Yep.
So Gear won't have to be as long because he's got 47.5, so he'll get that lap back.
Yeah, he should be. Well,
I think J-Rod.
Maybe jump out just ahead of.
That's the Ford going. We're about ready to go through our LMP2 class.
There we go. There's Gear. Where's Cirrus? Oh, yep, he's got his lap back now.
J-Rudd.
Oh, Rudd's taken... No, he hasn't taken the lead. I thought he'd taken the lead there, but he's still down lap. All right.
Oh,
he's hit the wall. He's got 2 laps to hang on for it now.
Okay,
right,
so...
Can he get to Simo now? So, Simo.
He's got 44.
He's 44.
So Weary Knight, he'll be 75. Should be.
75. Yep. Sato.
75.
75, yep.
Nürburger 31.
31.
And Dado on 55.
55. Yep.
I've got that one.
D is
88.
88. Gear
94.
94.
J Rudd on 86.
86.
Ski is on 68.
68. And Tim.
He's on 91.
91.
As he goes off on the grass, letting one of the LMP2s go.
That's it.
Oh, he's gone right off.
Whee! He's gone to, you hear there's wine country out there, so.
So the man again, Simo Racing 4, is, what's he got there? Nearly a 1 minute lead. I think with the unadjusted times last, in the first session, we had Highlander 53 seconds in front of Sato. So after 2 hours, they've been able to stretch that to roughly a minute. We've got the time compression to come in there, so basically you'll have Weary round about 18 to 19 seconds behind Simo, I'd say.
Yep.
So that's the job by Weary. He actually gained position over Sato, so he started this session third. Looks like he's going to finish this in second. But the big mover was obviously in the GTE class, where Commander Cirrus came from last to first in class. Simo coming out of that final corner to the tri-oval section to take session 2.
Dang.
Congratulations to
Simo.
those NVRR team, and Weary Knight will be on his last lap, as will Sato.
Here comes Nürburg.
Just rounding around one of the...
Is he across the line yet?
Is this Cirrus? Here he is coming up to the bus stop.
So by look at it, Gear's actually pulled back some time.
It's put a little bit of time back, definitely.
Not much. So Sirius will take the win for the second session here, as long as you can get through this last corner.
I'm sure that the Corvette can manage that, though. In the real life, what is it? The Chevy blew its tyre. About 3 minutes remaining in the DPI class.
Yeah, the Cadillac.
The Cadillac, sorry.
Of Ganassi. So
there's
Sirius has won.
He's finished.
I think he's finished. Yep. There's Ski's finished now.
Finished
battered.
fourth. Yeah, he's batted up.
That's it.
Pretty hard.
A decent run. Here comes Tim Knack.
I think he's the one to
Not quite
finish
the
it
race
off.
they would have liked.
Yeah, but still, they're in it. That's the main thing.
And that's it.
So I'm going to get to the screen right here while you want to go through all the stuff.
All right. So Simo takes out. Excuse me. Simo takes out session 2 ahead of Weary Night. Sato comes home in 3rd. Nürburgring comes home in 4th. Data Racer comes home in 5th for the LMP2 class. Four laps down behind, unfortunately. Commander Sirius wins that session on finishing on 69 laps. Nice. Gear 3 Gaming finishing on
68.
68, 1 minute behind him. JRB finishes home in 3rd. Ski finishes home in 4th and 67. And Tim Knack finished 66. So not that bad, actually. Only 3 laps down. I thought it would have been a bit worse, but it's not so bad. So
yeah, so he might just stay on the lead lap with time compression. I think it was around 3 laps around here. So
that's it.
I think he will be on the lead lap. So that's a good thing for Devil X to understand. So yeah, we'll return the boys back to the lobby. We'll say good night now. Thanks again. We're from ANZCRL Combined Racing League. This is halfway mark, 3 o'clock in the morning. We're back tomorrow from just before 9 o'clock for session 3, which is another 2 hour. And we're going to see the cars go from 3 a.m. in the morning all the way to 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And then from 2 o'clock, we have our final hour session, which will simulate 2 hours from 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. and we'll be finishing at 3 p.m. So
that is it.
We're our host, Woody Lizard and Dark Racing 40. Have a good night, and we look forward to joining you again tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.